Do you know that up to 45% of the couples end up in divorce due to the unmet expectations? And one of the main reasons contribute for that is lacking of awareness about their needs, their partner needs, and the needs of the relationship. In this video, I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful tools that I create for my clients in the relationship manifestation community to not only attract, but also co-create a loving, lasting relationship with their romantic partner. If this is the first time you visit my YouTube channel, welcome. If you've been there before, hello again. My name is Ngan. I am the transformation and the relationship coach. I help female entrepreneurs and professional women to attract and co-create a loving, lasting relationship which elevate every single areas of their life. I went from experiencing the wedding cancellation, being left in the altar, to manifest and attract a beautiful, loving relationship with my husband in just under 2 years. Too many people experience that event could easily destroy their self-esteem. Could take them decades to recover from it. But I know something different. I know that universe placed me on this path to empower and support many, many women out there to take back control of their love life. So if you want to be part of this movement, please give some love. Give a video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that YouTube gonna share this video and this message to many, many more women out there. And my mission is to empower you to have a loving, lasting relationship with your ideal romantic partner. So let's dive in. So how to express your needs and communicate effectively with your romantic partner? That's the question, right? So today I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful and yet practical tools that I show female entrepreneurs and professional women in the relationship manifestation community to take their relationship to the next level. And the module we're going to focus today is self-alignment in purple. And self-alignment is all about taking the relationship from exclusivity state to heartful state. Heartful could look like that you get engaged with your partner, or for some people they don't want to get married. Then it could be a loving, a lasting, committed relationship. So what I show my clients to use Heart Alignment Accelerator and heart, as you can see written in an acronym for 5 steps. So we're not going to go through all 5 steps today, but the steps that we're going to focus on is the first step. H stands for honesty. So honesty is about honest and caring and fulfilling expectations of each other, of your relationship, your needs, your partner needs, and your relationship needs. To do that, you need to understand the different type relationship dynamics. And according to Dr. John DeMartini in the book, The Value Factor, he mentioned about the 3 type relationship dynamics. And it's so crucial for you to understand, which of those category or dynamics of your relationship fall in so that you can take quickly and prompt action to steer your relationship toward something that truly fulfilling and serving you and your partner. So the 3 type relationship dynamics, which are careless, careful, and caring. So careless is all about, let me move this one here. Careless is all about projecting your values to your partner. So if you can reflect to your relationship, current relationship, or the past relationship, at some point that you want to project your values to your partner. So let's say you value personal development, you value growth. So for you, how does it look like? You love studying, you love reading books, you love attend seminars and trainings. And if you are in the relationship with somebody, they just want to have an easy life. They love watching television. They love playing games. So at some point, you will feel annoyed and frustrated because your partner doing something that not in alignment with your value, which is growth. So in those situations, perhaps you're going to project your value and you kind of wanting your partner to attend the courses, reading books, to upgrade the mindset, and so on. So let's say in the short run, if your partner wants to please you, they might accept that request. But in the long run, it's gonna fall into the win-lose category, and that not gonna serve you, not gonna serve your relationship in the long run. The second type of relationship is careful. Careful means that you minimize your values to fit in and to be with another person. So let's say you meet somebody very glamorous, very fancy, and you just want to be with that person. And to be with that person, you minimize your needs, your values to fit in. For example, if you value savings, if you have a very simple life, and yet you want to be with someone who want to go out all the time, want to socialize with people, they want to go to fancy restaurant and buy very fancy clothes, and that kind of misalign with your values, but because you fancy that person, you put them on a pedestal, you want to be with them. So in the short run, you want to minimize your values to fit in with them. And in the long run, you would feel somehow resentful toward that behavior, right? And in the long run, if you lose and they win in the relationship, that's not going to serve you either. The final type of relationship dynamic, which is caring. Caring is all about aiming for a win-win relationship and caring enough about your partner needs, they caring enough about your needs, and also your relationship needs, and find a solution to foster a win-win caring relationship. So that is a relationship that you want to co-create, you want to attract and co-create with your romantic partner. That's going to serve you in the long run. That's going to helping you to have a lasting relationship. So how do you do that? You do that by using what I call is 4A communication framework. And I would recommend you to take some notes because this is a real powerful tool for you to implement in your relationship to foster a caring relationship and express your needs. And if you find it valuable, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe my YouTube channel if you haven't done so, and even share this with your friends, your partners, or whoever you feel that's going to be beneficial for them, because this is a real powerful tool. So 4A communication framework, the first A stands for awareness, write down. Second A stands for attentiveness. And third A stands for assertiveness. And the fourth A, final A, stands for agreement. So they all start with A. Awareness is all about aware about your needs. In order to communicate and express effectively, you need to know what are your needs and what are your needs for you to be the best person, and what are your needs in the relationship. So there are different needs, and in order to express that, you need to have awareness about your needs. So how does it look like? I already give an example. If you are somebody value personal development, have a growth mindset, so for you that probably very important. If you value well-being or saving or have financial stability, that is very important, right? If you value to have a lasting, healthy relationship, that's very important to you. So you express your needs. So I would recommend to sit down, allocate like 10 minutes to cultivate your understanding and having awareness about what are your needs for your individual journey and also your needs in the relationship. So kind of brainstorming and let it flow through you and write all of that down. So that is the first step. The second step is attentiveness, meaning that be attentiveness and be aware about your partner needs. So in order to cultivate and foster a caring relationship with another human being, it's not only about you, but it's also how can you work and foster effectively that relationship with another equally complicated, dynamic human being who also have their past, or their traumas, and how they have their own challenges, right? So be aware about their needs. And how will you be aware about their needs is by being very attentiveness and sit down and ask them what is your needs for your individual journey, for you to be the best version of yourself, and for you to cultivate and to co-create a loving, lasting relationship with me? What is your needs? So if you are a woman, you want to be or you want to co-create a lasting, loving relationship with a strong, an independent, ambitious, and masculine man. So perhaps their need is to have a successful career. They want to have time to go out and achieve because that's important for them, right? They need also to feel competent and confident to be themselves, to take care of you. Not everything, take care of me that you useless, you not be able to take care of yourself. But as a man, they need to feel that they need to feel competent in making you happy. That's very important for them, right? And they would need to feel that you trust them in their decision. And sometimes their decision might not be the best decision. You might be making a better decision than them, but they need you to trust them in making decisions. And if the decision doesn't really work out according to, doesn't really work out or, turn out to be the best decision, but they need you to have a compassion and empathy for that, for them, and not, blame them for that decision. So all of that is very, very important and all come back to you. How do you accept yourself? And the more you practice self-acceptance, as I'm teaching my clients in the first step, self-acceptance, the more you can accept yourself, the more you can accept your partner for who they are and even support them to be the best version of themselves in the relationship. So that is a second step to be attentiveness about the needs of your partner. Now, when you're aware about your needs and then you be aware about your partner needs, the third step is assertiveness. Is all about how to speak up effectively. Not every time you speak up effectively, right? Not every time you speak up effective. So learn how and when to speak up are very important, and understand the circumstance and how you speak up in those circumstances. They're going to serve you in the relationship or going to backfire on you in the relationship. And not only in relationship, in the workplace, in a friendship, in social setting, in all situations to deal with human beings. So there are three type of situations that we're gonna dive in and dissect how to speak up effectively. First and foremost, reinforce good behavior. If your partner and you cultivate a win-win relationship, or speak up when your needs are unmet. How would you speak up in that situation? That's very important. And how to speak up when your partner's needs are unmet. All of those situations are very important, right? It's not only speak up when your needs are unmet, because if you want to have a healthy, loving, and lasting relationship with your partner, their needs also need to be met as well. That's why I said to cultivate a caring and a healthy win-win relationship. So first scenario, how to speak up to reinforce good behavior. We all want to be validated, want to be accepted and loved for who we are. In the core, we all want that. So your partner want that too. So let's say if he do something, very good, he take you to the restaurant, or he, when you come home after a long day at work and he cook you a dinner, how would you reinforce good behaviors in those situations? You need to reinforce and speak up so they feel that they being appreciated. And the more they feel that they being appreciated by you, the more they're gonna want to do more of that. So learn how to acknowledge and express your appreciation, a very important skill. So let's say, darling, honey, I love you when you do that. I love you when you buy me the flowers. I love you when you take us to the restaurant. I love you when you cook the meal for us. When I come home, I feel very tired. I'm sure there are many, many situations that they do, your partner do, very, very caring for you and very express their love to you. So you want to express your appreciation in those situations. Darling, I love when you did that. I love when you organize this restaurant and make it a surprise for me on my birthday. You make me feel so special. Speak something of that, make them feel very good about themselves. And at the end of the day, darling, thank you for doing the dishes. Thank you for helping me to do the gardening. And, when I feel I have a lot of deadlines at work, I have a lot of things to do. So all of that is going to help you to reinforce good behavior for your partner. And this is not only happen in the dating or in the relationship before get married or before the relation get a very committed phase, but also in marriage. I'm using that with my husband, and my husband also doing that for me as well. Second scenario, how to speak up when your needs are unmet. Now, this is very important because many women, many female entrepreneur professional women are very scared of speaking up or asking for support, or when they feel that their needs are unmet, they somehow don't feel comfortable to speak up, and they even some women expect their partner to read up their mind, which is very unrealistic expectation. So it is your responsibility to speak up, to let your partner and other people around you to know that this is not okay with you. So you need to learn how to speak up effectively when your needs are unmet. And learn how to, I say, learn how and when to speak up are very, very important, right? When you're so angry and you speak up, possibly you're not going to be able to speak up neutrally and objectively. So very important to be aware about your emotion. Are you in the state that you are very calm and very neutral to have a mature adult conversations, or you feel that you're so angry and you being clouded by your emotion? And if that's the case, having awareness to walk away in that situation and say, darling, I'm not feeling at my best. I'm very angry at the moment. Give me some time. I might want to go for a walk. And when I come back, I will talk to you. So having awareness that when you are not in the best position, when you are not objective, so don't speak in those situations. I know that we're all making mistakes, but the more you have awareness about yourself, the more you can helping yourself to speak up effectively with your partners. Because in many cases, in any relationship, disagreements, arguments may happen, but if you know how to control your emotion and learn how to speak up effectively, it's going to serve your relationship big way. So let's say you want to say something along the line like this, darling, when you did that, whatever he did, you make me feel that I'm going to give you an example and really make you like you really own your feelings and interpretation, because your partner interpretation and intention might be different from what you feel and what is your perception in that situation. And you request in the future, could you please do that? So let's say you have a dinner with your partner, and then he using the phone to check some work emails or doing something unconsciously. And that for me, it's happened to me, and I feel very uncomfortable when my husband uses it, because for me, the dinner or the meals is a time that we're going to be present, and I want to be present with each other without any distraction. So I said, darling, when you checking your phone, when we have dinner, you make me feel that I'm not important to you. You make me feel that you don't really want to spend time with me. And in the future, could you please not using your phone when we have dinner? Or maybe, if something important, can you ask my permission before you do that? Perhaps, if that, an important conversation, important phone call, I'm going to say yes. But at least you ask me, and that's going to make me feel that I'm important to you. So that is one of the example how you speak up and really own your feelings and interpretation, and not accuse other person that what they do is wrong, because they might have a different interpretation intention. So let's say in that situation, my husband might feel that, oh, he want to search for a playlist to play when we eat dinner to make it feel more romantic, or he might want to find a solution that helping me in certain case. So he might have a different intention, but my interpretation might be different. So that's why you speak up when you feel that your needs are unmet are very important. And then in the future, find a way, a common ground for you both, and find a way that's gonna work for both of you. That's very, very important. Or second, like, darling, I care about our relationship. Can you please advise me what should I do in that situation? Right? I'm sure there are many, many situations when you ask your partner to do something and they forget or they don't do it for whatever reason. Let's say if you plan a holiday and you agree to do certain things and you agree your partner going to do certain thing, book the flight, book accommodation or whatever it is. And when you are in the relationship for years and years, you feel that your partner take you for granted, right? But if you learn how to speak up effectively, you can really help them to appreciate you and to fulfill your needs. So if you, let's say if you're gonna go for holiday next week and you agree that you're both gonna do something and your partner haven't done it, and you know if your partner not gonna book the hotels or flight that you, for possibly the trip not gonna happen. But if you storming or you angry at him, possibly that not gonna serve your relationship either. So I would say, sit down very calmly and say, darling, I really care about our relationship. I really care about you. I really care about us. So can you please advise me? What should I communicate with you? What should I do in this situation? In situation that in a week time we're gonna go for holiday and we haven't booked the flight, we haven't booked accommodation. Can you please advise me? What should I do? So the benefit of doing that, you put your partner or you pacing your partner to put him in your situation. And then now he can see from your perspective why you feel that way. And there's certain fears that might affect why he does that. And as you want to cultivate a lasting relationship, you want to understand the fears and together with your partner to address that fear. Right? So this is very, very important. Many couple are not doing it or do not have a patience to do it, but that is a reason why 40 to 45% of couple end up in divorce because of the unmet expectation, because they don't learn how to speak up effectively and don't learn how to work together and seek to understand why did he do that, what the fears underneath, and then together find the solution. And the third scenario is when your partner's needs are unmet, right? So I said, they in the short run they might want to please you, and there's so many reasons why men they don't want to share their feelings in the relationship to perhaps upset you. They might want to hold that for them. But if you learn how to cultivate a safe space in the relationship, if they feel that if they speak up, they're gonna feel safe in your presence, then they're gonna speak up. But if you have a tendency to make them feel wrong if they make certain decision, if you're angry when they do things and turn out not according to your expectation, then your partner very likely not going to share that to you. So in the win-lose situation, when your partner's needs are unmet, you want to learn how to encourage him to speak up as well. Because if he lose and you win, that's not going to serve you in the long run. So I would say something along the line like, darling, you look unsure about this. Is there anything I can help? Right? So let's say if you insist that you want to go for holiday and your partner have a lot of deadlines at work and you feel that, you need a break on your relationship, need a holiday to spark the romance or, to walk away from a mundane day-to-day activities, your partner might want to please you because if he doesn't agree with you, he might feel that you're going to be angry, upset at him. So he would perhaps say yes. But deep down, his needs might not be met. And you don't want that in your relationship. So you want to cultivate and encourage your partner to speak up. Hey, darling, you look unsure about this whole day. Is there anything that I need to know? can you please help me to understand, why we're gonna go for holiday in a week time and you haven't booked you haven't booked the flights and accommodation yet, right? You want to understand what are the fears underneath. Maybe afraid that if he not fulfill his duties at work, he doesn't feel deserved to go for holiday. And then at the end of the day, if he doesn't really fulfill his duty at work, he doesn't feel that he is a successful person, he doesn't achieve success in at work, then he might not be able to take care of you and the family and the relationship. So there are many fears that you don't really know. So that's why encourage your partner to speak up when they meet needs are very important. So in sum up, you have learned the 4A communication framework: awareness, attentiveness, assertiveness. And the last A is agreement. It's how to make agreement with your partner, because in the relationship you make how many? Thousands and millions of decisions together. So know and learn how to make a win-win decision or win-win agreement together are very, very important. I create a PROACT model for you to do that, which I apply. I use with my husband and it's worked very well. I also share this with my clients, female entrepreneurs and professional women in romantic manifestation community, and they love it. So PROACT model, which is an acronym again. P is plan, stand for plan, meaning that sit down, discuss the needs and expectations in your relationship, your needs, his needs, and your relationship needs. And as you can see here, there's some aspect of compromising in the relationship to support for your relationship needs. All of that very important. So sit down and discuss. So let's say you want to go for holiday next month because you feel that the relationship needs some newness to spark romance, but your partner say, I also have this list of work I need to meet the deadlines. So sit down and discuss. And then you want to rate and prioritize what important, when it need to happen, and who gonna do what, right? Maybe you want to go for holiday, but if your partner have a lot of deadlines, have a lot of deadlines, have a lot of work, a lot going on at work, so maybe you want to prioritize that. You want to prioritize a time for him to fulfill his work and plan the holiday perhaps in February when things are quieter. So you kind of rate and ranking and agree who gonna doing what, when it's gonna happen, and what gonna do first. And then when you agree that, you're gonna schedule them in the calendars. When you kind of agree when it's gonna happen, who's gonna do what, put them in the calendar. Okay, if we're gonna plan to go for holiday in February, so agree in January, we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna come up with ideas where we're gonna go for holidays, and then we're gonna agree to choose where we're gonna go for holidays, something like that. And then you act accordingly, meaning that you're going to take agree action. You agree that you're going to do research about holidays, and you're going to sit down and discuss in January. You put them in a calendar and you go and do it. And then you communicate, right? Many times that we agree to do something and we don't do it, we don't follow through. You want to sit down, cultivate a safe space and understanding, why you haven't done that or why your partner haven't done that. What are the fears? What are situation? What thing that creep up, make you to take a detour and change the plan? And you carry out that circle, and that is how you make agreements and decisions together with your partner and fostering a win-win relationship. Okay? So in sum up, honesty, the first step in self-alignment. To foster a caring, fulfilling expectation for each other, you have learned the 3 types of relationship dynamics: careless, careful, and caring, and how to foster a caring relationship by using the 4A communication framework. Awareness stands for understand your needs, attentiveness about your partner needs, Assertiveness is to speak up effectively in the three situations: careless, careful, caring, and agreement to use proactive model to make decision. Now, my challenge to you is number one, how I would challenge you if you are in the relationship, how can you identify your relationship dynamics, either careless, careful, or caring, right? And if you want to foster a caring relationship because you want to co-create a lasting relationship, how can you use the 4A communication framework to foster that caring relationship? Perhaps that you want to express your needs effectively. Perhaps you want to encourage your partner to speak up his needs when the needs are unmet. Perhaps that you want to implement proactive model to make agreement. If there's some, if you have if you have a different expectation, how can you use proactive model in making decisions with your partner? So that is my challenge to you. And if you, anything in this video that stand out for you, please share your thoughts in the comment below. And again, please give some love, give a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are keen on to join the relationship manifestation community, I'm working on launching my next course, my next intake. So put your name, contact detail on the waiting list. And when I have the date planned out, I'm gonna inform you and let you know ASAP. That is all for today, and I'm looking forward to see you on the next video.